Welcome to week 4 of my January plan with me. And in this week, it's pretty similar to the last week. I decided to do my entire month kind of very similar in that layout. I just moved some things around. And I found myself later on what I'm doing with my previous week. I added a reflection section because there was so much room and I didn't need all that space to put my to-do list. And so I added a reflection section on each where at the end of the day, I write my reflections of the day. And I've also been finding myself highlighting certain important things that I might want to remember if I'm doing a flip through, things that really stand out to me that happened during the week. And I did in 2 different colors, things to do with my business or goals or things like that. I highlight in like a yellow, and then things that have a more, I need to go back and see when this was done, like I need to see if when I last did grocery shopping, things like that. I'll highlight that in like another color. I did purple. So that way I get easy reference is really what I did it for. And I think I'll end up doing that for the entire year and see how that goes. And once we do a yearly flip through, because I didn't do a yearly flip through for last year, but I'll do one at the end of this year and we'll flip through and see, what I highlighted, what I found important, and watch how that changes over time. So in the left side, I decided to add my habit tracker. And my reminders in the bottom. And then on the right side, in the middle, like closer to the center of the page, I add events and to do. So my calendar obviously is on the right side page, on the right page at the top left hand corner, right here in this section. And I still keep with the theme. I don't add too much to my journal because I do just want to keep it very simple and focus on my task and things that I need to record, other than really coloring it and designing it and things like that. I keep my same tracking throughout the entire month. So hydrate, face care, art, 5 a.m. wake up, language, exercise. It was website, but I changed it to work, and if I'm not tracking my migraines as well. So those are all the things that I like to track for habits. I know migraines aren't a habit tracker, but it's good to see when I have them, and determines what time, what exactly is causing me to have migraines and how often I had it during the month or things like that. So I add it to my habit tracker because it's something that I fill out every day anyways. I keep the same colors as this teal and purple for my calendar, and I use my Sakura Pigma pen, Micron pen in 01 to write out all the days of the week, and pretty much everything that I try to write, I write in this 01 size. I finally threw this pen away. I just threw this pen away yesterday. Yeah, last night. I just threw this pen away because I've used it so much, and it finally I pushed the nib all the way to the tip and it was affecting my writing. So I was like, okay, this pen is done. It was so good to me, and I just threw it away, even though I have a ton of Sakura Pigma Micron pens. I like to use things until there's nothing left. So I used my stickers that I created for the days of the week that I put on here. They're the same exact ones that I've used throughout the rest of the month. And I put the habit tracker and my events to do and my reminders. And I didn't separate my events and to-dos because I don't know, I just didn't want to add another line into this section. And then I created some little leaves and then also some, what are they, some feathers for stickers. I wanted to try that out, see how that worked. So I created those to put in here. I like them, they're cute. They're actually a lot cuter than in the book than I thought that they would be. Once I printed them, I'm like, I don't know if I'll use these, but I put them in there and I do like it. I stuck with the same exact method, what's called the method of taking my combo dual brush pens and scribbling on my palette and then putting some water on a brush and using that to draw my feathers and some of my leaves. I put a big feather in the middle on the left hand side where I'll write January 2020, and then on the right side I'm adding a bunch of leaves. I think I add 3 and I'll put week 4, and then I'll stick a feather sticker there as well, just to help fill in the page a little bit. I put another feather on this side, and then I do something that I haven't done before. I decided to make a colored leaves. I don't know, I figured that it would be cute because all I've been doing is just green leaves, and I wanted to do like, let me just use some of this blue and make some leaves this way. I like it, it actually looks really cute. On this one I do blue, and then I'll switch over and I'll put a green one right across it, just to kind of help them break up that blue that's in this page. And then I pretty much take my remaining ink, the ink that's left on the palette, and I make a drop shadow. I didn't do a drop shadow in black, again, because I wanted more color to be drawn down to the page, and instead of doing more art, I used this. I used I want to call it paint, but it's not paint. I used the marker. And then I do end up putting lines on my notes section. It really helps me kind of, it adds a little something extra to my journal. So yeah, that's pretty much it too. And I've also, another thing I decided as I'm rambling on, I'm going to be doing another separate section in here aside from my reflections. I'll be doing a top 3 so I can box those off, and every morning I'll write what my top 3 goals are, and you know, if I finish them then my day is successful, and if I don't, then I mean, try again tomorrow, I guess. But everything else in there is just kind of like the less important things that I need to get done for the day, but there are important things that I end up having to highlight in my day that I might have thought of that I needed to do afterwards. So I'm just kind of explaining my thought process and how I'm wanting to use my journal for my productivity, and hopefully that helps you and, you know, gives you some ideas as well and inspires you to maybe try something different. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for my week 4 setup. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you enjoy what you watched here. And as always, thanks so much for watching.